Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to a brand new episode of LEGO Customs for LEGO Marvel's Avengers. Yes, I am still proud of Punk Blitz because I think he turned out so freaking awesome. This character is just really cool, and I just love the combination of using the helmet and the like hairpiece up there that like creates this really cool kind of like mohawk, faux hawk, whatever those are called, and it looks super duper sweet. So today, of course, we're back at it again with some more LEGO Customs. Of course, as always, what we do is that we take a character that isn't in the game and try to create it so that we somewhat kind of add the character into the game using the customization system available in LEGO Marvel's Avengers. Of course, if you guys enjoyed today's episode and you want to see more of these, definitely drop a like. Let's go ahead and aim for that 2,000 like mark. Hopefully we can reach it. And with that being said, today we're working on two very, very cool characters. So inspired really by the way that the torso and the legs for this character right here, Punk Blitz, turned out last time, we're going to be working on Aquaman. And then the other character we're going to be working on, because I mentioned it before and you guys were like, yeah, please make him. And that is Kylo Ren. So those will be the two characters that we are trying to assemble here today. Hopefully we pull them off somewhat well and they turn out pretty cool. Of course, as always, if you guys enjoyed the episode, as I said before, drop a like and stick around till the very end to see both designs so that you could go ahead and vote on which character design you like best. All right, so with that in mind, let's do this thing. Let's kick things off with... I'm thinking we're going to start... Let's start with Kylo. I think that will be the best way to go here, first and foremost. All right, so it is kind of interesting because, like, essentially what we could do is obviously do an unmasked Kylo Ren. I think they have the hairpiece here for Kylo, right? Let me look around. Yep, this could kind of work for Kylo Ren right there. So that would be somewhat the hairpiece that we would use them for the face. We'd probably go with just like the plain kind of like light nugget colored skin, and then for the expression we need something a little bit more, you know, menacing and such. So I know that Kylo usually has like a little, I'm pretty sure he's got like a little dot above his or below his right eye, right, and like above his, I guess, right lip. So if there's something like that, we could definitely use it. And then he's got these like almost like sleeping bags, you know, underneath his eyes. So if there was something along those lines, we could use that, but I don't know if there is anything of that sort available. Maybe that somewhat kind of looks like that, right? Like he's got kind of sleeping bags under his eyes, so that kind of works, but I almost feel like that'd be too boring to do the unmasked version. That'd be kind of like the easiest, you know, cop-out kind of way of going out of this, where we're just like, let's just do the easiest thing possible. So we're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to do the version that would have this on, which would be the hood, of course. And then the face paint, we need to turn that most likely. We're probably just going to go with probably black, but we'll see. And then the face, this is where it gets tricky again, just like it was with Vader. Because essentially, for example, the thing is, we're not going to make this look perfect because no matter what, we don't have the helmet. We don't have... not just the cape, but like the extra cape that he has around his... if you've ever gotten a Lego Kylo Ren figure, you know what I'm talking about, where he has like two different covers, where he's got this cape that kind of drapes and then another piece that goes above that. So that's really, really, really tough to mimic. So we're not going to have a perfect looking design no matter what we try here. So, with that being said, we need to have something that has at least a little bit of that kind of like, you know, the silver lines that he has around his mask. That's what we're somewhat trying to mimic and pull off. I wonder if this will look good. No, it does not. It looks absolutely horrendously terrible. We probably want something that doesn't actually have like a mouth, so something like that. But ideally, we want not those eyes. We want something that's a little bit more like a visor type thing. Now, I'm actually wondering, maybe that would be best to actually select on the face instead, because that might be the way to do this in a lot of a better sense. Like maybe go with that. Nope, that would not work. Trying to see if there's anything that would somewhat resemble more what we're actually going for. Would that work somewhat? I wonder if we went with this, but then let's say for the face we made it like something like that. Nope, that does not look good at all. That Nope, not at all. Oh, yeah. Why do I always do this? I could have just gone for the unmasked version. It would have been a lot easier to do that. But no, let's make things difficult. Let's make it an incredible challenge to the point where it pretty much might be impossible to make it look accurate. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is going to be tough. I'm realizing very quickly already that this might not just be tough. This might be practically impossible to do correctly. I also don't want this to be obviously very, very similar to Vader. I want it to be at least somewhat different. I wonder if we go with this, does that change the color to that? No, that does not look good. Oh, yeah. Maybe this? Nope. I don't even know what we could make work here. How about that? Nope. Doesn't work very well. Doesn't work very well. What about this one? Nope. Doesn't work very well either. Oh my goodness. We might be running out of options. I mean, honestly, I really like the way that that looks. I know that it's not accurate, but... Ooh, actually. Dude. I mean, the smiling doesn't work because it's a Kylo Ren. Like, the only time he smiles is when he adds something else to his Darth Vader collection. But that actually works. I like that. You know what? We're going to go with it. We have to, obviously, there's always compromise because we're never going to get a character that looks exactly the way that we needed. So I think within the context of which we have to work with, that actually looks pretty good. Now, before we continue here, I'm wondering if there's anything else that we could possibly add that could, like, add to the overall look of this. Like, will adding hairpiece maybe help? No, it does not. It does not at all. Oh, look at this. Beautiful. Rock band version of Kylo Ren. He's like, listen, I've decided I will no longer be joining the dark side. Instead, I will be joining a rock band. And that's his new calling in life, right? All right, so let's get to the torso. Torso for Kylo is pretty much all black. It's got very, very minimal amount of detail work on it. It has just a tiny little bit of kind of a suit, some lines basically on it going on, but not all that many. So we want something that is predominantly black, like 90% black, and then maybe a little bit of detail work on it. And I obviously do not want to use the same thing that we've used for Vader, which was this, because that was kind of the closest thing that we possibly had. So had to go with that. This actually kind of looks really nice. I like that because that's the thing. I don't feel like Kylo's design is just like super duper dark black. I think there is a little bit of textures of gray. So I think that that could work very well for us. If there's anything a little bit more fitting for the arms, but no, I think we're gonna have to go with just the plain black. Same with the gloves. Then for the hips, we are gonna adjust that because we do want, again, some sort of a transition into the legs, because the legs ideally we don't want to be just plain black either. So let's go with that. And then for the actual legs, ideally we want something like this, for example, or like that, but in black. So that's kind of what we're looking for, but I'm not really seeing anything that is super duper fitting. I mean, like, this would be, if there was none of that like mustard yellow and green there, that would be perfect. That would be exactly what we would go for. But I think that, oh man, I wish that the lines on that were white. That would look really nice. But again, introducing the gold just kind of goes like, what? That doesn't fit at all. So can't really go with that. Oh, yeah. I don't want to go with just like plain black because I think that's boring. I mean, he does look like a really, really cool ninja. I'm not going to lie. But I don't really want to go for that. I think that looks really, really plain. Maybe this. Nope, that doesn't fit at all. I wonder how this will look, actually. I mean, that looks kind of cool, but again, don't really want to have the red there. Don't really want to introduce any new colors at this point. So I kind of want to stick to basically black and gray and maybe some white as well. That looks pretty sweet, but again, doesn't really work too well for what we're going for. Yeah. Oh, maybe this. That looks kind of nice. I like that, but I'm almost kind of like going back to just going with this, because I feel like that just looks the best out of the bunch. Oh, man. Plain black might be the way we have to go here, because I don't really see anything else that kind of works quite as well. I mean, this works. This is probably the second best option, in my opinion, because it does look really, really cool. But I just don't feel like it works too well for... Like, there's a little bit too much of the white pattern there. It just doesn't look good for what we're going for. So we're going to go with the plain black then. And then the weapon... Probably go with this, right? Because that's kind of the closest to his lightsaber, really, because it's got like the sides to it, so we kind of have to go with that. There's really not much else that we can select that would work better. So again, working within the limitations that we have, we got to go with that particular option there. All right, so Kylo Ren, welcome to the team, so to speak. And we're going to change that case. Because I think that's how it is, isn't it? Well, actually, it's a space between. I'm pretty sure it's like Kylo and then Ren is the last name, right? I'm pretty sure. Even though technically it's Ben Solo, but whatever. Spoiler alert, I guess. At this point, though, like, come on. If you haven't watched the movie at this point, it's like, really? Really? Gotta be kidding me. All right, so there's Kylo Ren, or at least a rendition of Kylo Ren. And now we get to designing Aquaman. So let's do this thing. So I believe that previously I've already done, I think we did one version of Aquaman before, right? And it turned out all right, but I think we could do better, especially like when I noticed the way that we did the design for, what's his face? Oh my goodness, why am I forgetting right now? Punk Blitz, it turned out really cool, so I think we could do better than we did before. All right, so Aquaman. Now, typically speaking, I remember they always use this hairpiece for Aquaman, at least lately they have, but they would just do that in this kind of like blonde yellow right there. Or even a brighter yellow, honestly. It might have been this kind of yellow. I wish we had this yellow available on more hair pieces, but it's only this one, so gonna have to work within what we have. And I actually kind of want to use this hairpiece because I think that will look cool. The other thing that we could do is actually maybe like the new Jason Momoa inspired Aquaman, because that could be kind of cool. I'm not going to lie. That could be kind of neato to do that design. Now, that hairpiece is very much kind of, I think it's like black with a little bit of highlights of blonde in it. So if we had like something like this, that would look really sweet. But like instead of the red, make that yellow. That would look really, really awesome, actually, I think, for Aquaman. Unfortunately, we don't have that option. So I think what we'll go is we'll go with the comic book design. But if you guys want to see an Aquaman that is inspired by the film look that we know, or the Jason Momoa design, let me know, because I definitely wouldn't mind working on something like that. I think that'd be kind of sweet to actually put together. All right, so as far as faces go, I think we'll go with like a goatee or something like that. We actually need to change the face color probably to that, and then we're gonna need to change the face for sure, because that's just simply not enough of a beard. If we do the movie Aquaman, by the way, we'll probably go with like some crazy epic beard like that, because that would look really cool. Now, working within what we have to design here, Aquaman, that doesn't look bad, actually. Kind of like that. That could look pretty sweet, especially because we're going for a comic book design. I think that might be the best beard we have right now. I don't think there's like a lighter colored beard, so that might be the one that we have. Oh, actually, we might be able to use this one right here. That's not bad. That is not bad at all, especially once we get rid of the axe there, right? Maybe we should give Aquaman a staff, because he is kind of like, you know, the king. So, and he's got that, what is it called? Not the, oh my gosh. What, I was going to say, oh my gosh. What is it called? It's not a, is it trident, I think? Why do I keep thinking that it's not trident? I was about to say pendant, but that's wrong as well. I think it is called a trident, so we'll go with that. I think that will look really cool. And then some stuff that we know we're going to recolor a certain specific way, such as the gloves are going to be green, for sure, because they gotta be. Then the rest of the armor, we'll go with orange. Bright orange like that. And I wish we could go with this and paint that orange, because that would look beautiful. That would look insanely awesome. Wait! How did that... Why is it working? Did this get patched? Oh my goodness, it's working, guys! It's working! Did I miss a patch? Wait. Oh my googly moogly. Alright, take that. Turn it orange. Oh, it doesn't go orange enough. It becomes red, which is really not what we want. Oh man, oh man. Okay, let's see. Is there anything here that looks super duper cool if we turned it orange? Maybe that. Change this into orange. Wha-bam! Wham bam, thank you ma'am. That looks awesome. I love that. That is super duper neato. Then, for the torso, what I'm going to do is actually this time, I'm going to go with yellow. And the main reason why is because a lot of classic Aquaman designs have this really ginormous yellow belt. So I think that that looks pretty cool. But I wonder if we could just go with plain yellow. Will that work a bit better for us? Is there just yellow? I don't think there is. Korvac, what about that? I don't really like that. I think that might be our best option there. And then we change the legs to obviously green. Or actually, let's see. If we can take this and then turn that green now. If it works. No, wait, does it keep the pattern? I can't tell. Let's try this. And then turn that green. No. Okay, so that becomes just plain green. Alright, so it doesn't seem like it's... I guess it's partially fixed. Like the torsos work, but this doesn't work still. So, with that in mind then, we have to go with just plain green then. I don't really like the way that that hip looks, actually. It just looks very strange and weird. So we can't really go with that. We might have to go with the orange then. Just like that. Wait! What happened to the torso? It was just fine. Did it? Okay, you guys saw that, right? What happened? It just changed color and now it's not changing colors again. You guys saw that though, right? Like, I'm not, like, imagining that. That really was working a moment ago. A moment ago, we were able to change the colors on that. What was that? So wait, maybe it was the hips that, like, messed that up for us? Was it? I don't even know. Oh, man. I don't want it to be just, like, plain orange like that. That's really boring. But we might have to go with that, honestly, because nothing else really fits. I mean, like, we could use maybe, maybe, I don't even know. Maybe this? Right? I mean, that's, like, the closest to the design that we had before. Yeah, I think we kind of have to go with that. And then for the hips, again, unfortunately, I think we're going to have to stick with... Well, actually, thanks to this right now, we have a little bit of yellow there, so we might be able to turn the hips green, and that might look somewhat good, right? So let's see. If we find anything that is green in color, like that, for example. All right, I like that. I actually really, really, really like the way that that looks. So, Aquaman, welcome to the team. Whoops, where are we going? This way is a lot faster. Change case. Aqua. And then, of course, man. I wonder, it is all one word, right? There's no hyphen in between it, right? Like, it's not like Aqua dash man, like it is for, like, Spider-Man, for example. Right? I'm pretty sure there isn't. I hope there isn't, or else I just messed up big time. Let's clear that out, and there is our Aquaman rendition. I think that turns out pretty cool. Whenever we do the film version of Aquaman, yes, he does have a trident as well, but I think we'll give him an axe or something like that, because I think that would look cooler. But with that in mind, let's go ahead and summon in the characters and see what we turned out with, because I'm hopeful that it actually turned out really cool. We did an Aquaman not too long ago, but I actually really like the way that this one turned out, and I kind of really want to do an Aquaman rendition for the film as well now, because I think we could make a really, really cool looking Aquaman happen. Like one that has like long hair and maybe like a bit more like, you know, gauntlets and armor and stuff. Kind of make him more look like a warrior and not so simple in terms of like the colors that we use. It's not going to be just like, you know, plain orange and green. It's going to be more like golds and like darker colors and stuff, because I think that would look really, really super duper sweet. But with that in mind, here we are in the Barton farm to introduce the two characters that we did assemble here today. So first and foremost, we have Kylo Ren right here, who, again, look at that. Like from far away, I actually think that looks pretty sweet. Like the idea of using the Luke Cage glasses, I think was really, really, really good. And it works very, very well for the character. So I'm actually super duper happy that like we stumbled across that just by chance. Like I was like, wait, how about that? How'd that look? And overall, again, we don't have a lightsaber, but within the limitations that we had to work with, I think that this is a pretty cool looking Kylo Ren. Now, the next character that we built was, of course, another rendition of Aquaman. And here he is with his awesome trident, ready to rule over the seas. And I think he turns out pretty awesome. It almost looks like he's firing away like a little bit of water as well, so it works. And I think that he looks pretty sweet overall. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Aquaman, and we've got the one and only, obviously, Kylo Ren here, the master of the oceans, and I guess Space Master Kylo Ren, or at least that's what he'll call himself in our universe. So, thanks all for watching, guys. Let me know which character you like better. Also, let me know in the comment section below which other characters would you like to see assembled in the future. Plus, don't forget to drop a like. Let's aim for 2,000 likes. Hopefully, we can reach that goal. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out. See you later, alligators. Bye-bye, everyone.